Have you or you and your partner tried couples therapy before and it didn't work? Don't feel bad if you've tried therapy before and it hadn't worked. It's not your fault. See, um, I think the problem is most therapists, they don't really think for themselves. They're just puppets, and they say things that maybe how they were taught in school, which a lot of times in school, the professors are teaching the students to play it safe because the students are young. Uh, most graduate with their degrees in therapy at a relatively young age, and so the professors are trying to help them not make mistakes, and so they encourage them to take more of a passive role in the therapy process, and just to listen, to ask questions, to don't give advice, because you give advice, it's not good advice, and you just quietly feedback to them what is said, or you ask questions, or you get the couple to give each other feedback, and it all seems kind of reasonable. But that stuff does not work. That does not teach you how to get better. And unfortunately, so these habits get started by the young therapist, and the therapist just hangs on to them. And all their peers are kind of doing this. And as a result, the process is kind of messed up. And so if you've tried therapy before and it hadn't really worked and you're thinking about doing it again, I encourage you in your first session, ask questions. You know, um, you know, challenge your therapist. What are you thinking as you hear our problems? What do you think we need to be working on? And if they give you some kind of lame answer like, well, it doesn't really matter what I think, it's what you think, challenge that. Say, no, I'm paying you a lot of money. I want to know what you think. I need to get your feedback. You are the professional. Give me some feedback. Try to engage them in that level. And if they won't, you really need to take a serious look. Am I in the right office? Now, if you're looking for somebody just to talk to and somebody who can listen to you and so you can sort through your thoughts, that's one thing. But if you're struggling, whether as an individual or as a couple, and you're needing answers to get unstuck, then you need to be with a therapist who is more strategic, who is more solutions oriented, who is more brief therapy oriented, who's going to focus on teaching you how to get better faster. So make sure when you're talking to somebody, and sometimes you can even do this on the phone prior to even meeting with the therapist. That's why I like to put a lot of videos and information about myself online so people kind of know what they're getting before they even show up. And they know they're going to get straightforward feedback. They may not like everything I say, but they know I'm always going to be straight with them, and that I'm going to do everything I can to get them unstuck as quickly as possible. So if you've been frustrated before, it's not really your fault. That's just the system's kind of rigged that way, and it's plagued that way. And I'm hoping as people like myself are learning to get out here and share stuff, that it's going to start having a revolution in terms of changing how we all do therapy versus just being this quiet person who stares at you behind a clipboard. So thank you for tuning in, and if you hadn't already subscribed, please do so, as I've got more of these coming along. Thank you.